I'm Andy O'Feish. This is Bitcoin Armory Simulfunding a Lockbox. So Simulfunding is a way of funding a lockbox that involves each member of each signer of the lockbox agreeing to fund a specific amount in one transaction, thus simultaneously funding the lockbox from every participant. So in this case, we have a lockbox, ABC lockbox, with Alice, Bob, and Charlie, and they will simulfund this lockbox for half of a Bitcoin each. So to do this, we select ABC lockbox, click the simul checkbox here, and we can either click on create a promissory note or merge promissory notes, which will also allow you to create promissory notes. So this is appropriate for the organizer, and for this simulfunding we will make Alice the organizer. First we'll create Alice's promissory note. Notice that Alice also has Bob and Charlie's watching only wallets. So Alice can create all of the promissory notes and then export it to have Bob and Charlie sign for themselves. So first thing we'll do is label this Alice's prom note, and we will commit to 0.5 Bitcoin. And Alice will take care of the mining fee. Click continue. And we have Alice's prom note, funding half a Bitcoin and paying the mining fee. Next, we'll create Bob's promissory note. So it's Bob's prom note, and Bob will commit to 0.5 as well. And then create and add promissory note for Charlie. And Charlie will label this Charlie's prom note and 0.5 as well. Continue. And then we'll click continue here to go to the next section of this dialog, and we'll sign for Alice. All right, we got the password here, and then export. We're going to export these promissory notes so that Bob and Charlie can import and sign for themselves. So we'll copy this to the clipboard, and we'll open up Bob's instance. Now we're pretending that this is an offline computer, and we're running Armory offline with just Bob's wallet in here. Although it is on the same computer for this demo, we'll suppose that it isn't, and that it's on Bob's own offline computer. So in that scenario, Bob will have received the promissory notes in an email, and then we'll put them on say a USB stick and stick them in his offline computer, and then once that's done, can review and sign, and then load it from a file off of that USB stick. But for the demo, we'll just cut and paste. And we'll click done, and now you see that Bob has the promissory notes with Alice's signed prom note, Charlie's unsigned. Notice how the keyhole indicates the state of the prom note. Here, white means it's not signed and also cannot be signed. In this case, the keyhole for Bob says is green, which means that it has not been signed and Bob can sign. So Bob can click on sign here and enter password, click unlock, and in a moment we'll have a signature, and now Bob's prom note has been signed, and we can export this. In fact, we'll just keep exporting this with each new signature to each person in line. So we'll close out Bob's instance of Armory. We still have Alice's in the background. We're not done with her yet. But we are on to Charlie. Go to Lockboxes, select Simul, review and sign, paste, and then done, and now we have the opportunity to sign for Charlie. There we go. And that is unlocking in a moment. And done. So we'll export the final copy with all 3 signatures. Copy to clipboard, done. Exit out of here. That's the end of Charlie's instance right there. And once we continue with this, we'll click done on this. Now this will take me back to Alice's version, which just has Alice's signature on it. If we click on import and merge, we'll get the version of this promissory notes with everybody's signature, and we click done there. And now we see 3 check boxes. It says everyone has signed. And we also have enabled the broadcast button. And once that's broadcast, this will show up on the blockchain, and all of the funds will be deposited into the ABC Lockbox. But instead of doing that, I want to show that supposing Alice has gone away and stopped and restarted Armory, we can exit out of this, and perhaps Alice is coming in later, and instead of being in that dialogue, she can come over here, collect SIGs, and broadcast, and we'll come right back to this screen. So as long as the signed promissory notes are available, then this can be done through that other button. And once we click broadcast in a moment here, we'll get the there's the 0 confirmation transaction showing up in our list of transactions for this lockbox. And if we open that up and look at the details, we get all the details about the transaction. We'll see that Alice, Bob, and Charlie each contributed. This amount is more than the half a Bitcoin, but you'll see that only 1/2 Bitcoin per person has been deposited into the lockbox, and all of the change, the correct change, has been returned to each person. So that is a successful simulfund of the ABC Lockbox. I'm Andy O'Feisch. This is Bitcoin Armory. Thanks for watching.